which the video is all about the C.H.E.K Clinic and Gavin Jenkins. Jennings or Jenkins. I don't know which one is right. Being dyslexic. So this video is going to go quite in depth and quite deep about the C.H.E.K Clinic and what Gavin claims on the C.H.E.K Institute website. So one of the shocking claims is that he reckons he built a business in 6 months. Now, he didn't build the C.H.E.K Institute in 6 months, and you can't really build a personal training business in 6 months. Even the Dragons on the Dragon's Den says it takes 10,000 hours or a minimum of 6 years of constant grinding in which to build a business. So we have to remember, he bought into the C.H.E.K Institute and he already had an established client list from Alex Mackenzie, who set it all up in the first place in the UK. So no way did he build a personal training business in 6 months. It's impossible. Otherwise, every personal trainer would be in their gyms where they've got a tappable client base of members and build their client base really quickly. It's impossible, especially if you've got other companies around your local area doing the same thing. I've been to Lancashire. It's in the middle of nowhere. So it would have been really hard in which to get them people on board, in my opinion. Remember, this is all my own personal view, but from the history, and you can look deeper into it if you Google stuff. Like if you Google his assets, it's 29 to 30,000 in assets when he owns an electric car. How is that holistic, Gavin? That owns an electric car, owns a massive gym with shit equipment in it, and that shows that he's never regular trained in hardcore gyms like I did from age like 17 right up to now. So going back to the C.H.E.K Clinic again. So he said that he worked on read his profile on the C.H.E.K Institute website. He said he worked 200 hours plus a week. Well, one, that would be going against the C.H.E.K principles straight away. And when they're trying to sell holistic lifestyle coaching level 1, which is all about being calm, being relaxed, meditating, living your dream, doing more, stuff that's in balance. So obviously he was way out of balance. And then I've seen him drinking coffee, then drinking out of plastic containers of Evian water, not understanding that the estrogens in the water can affect your hormonal system. Or maybe he just doesn't believe in it. Like he didn't believe in, what was it? I've had the jab, Scott. Okay, why did you have the jab when you're supposed to be an holistic health organisation? Surely you would have stayed away from it. Gavin, have you been watching the Fauci videos? I bet you feel a bit stupid now, don't you, Mr. Intelligent? So on top of that, he took on already a client base really of trainers that were going to Eastbourne to hear Paul talk when he was in the UK, or whatever other venue they set up, which Alex Mackenzie was setting up. So he already had that in line. And then in 2012, 2013, I was doing mentoring and not getting paid. Phil was doing mentoring and not getting paid. And whoever else was on the mentoring team were not getting paid for what we were doing. But at Christmas time, we get a book, we get a pen, we may get a fleecy jacket as a gift. Somebody gave me theirs because they sent him one that was 5 times too big for him, which is really, really funny. So on top of that, so the 200 hours plus a week, it's impossible. You've only got, 168 hours in a week. So you're telling me he didn't piss, he didn't shit, he didn't have any food, didn't shag his wife. So it's impossible. Why would you even put that there? It's like so much in your little man ego, it's just unbelievable. So I saw the C.H.E.K Clinic, he took me around it and he said they're putting bedrooms in the ceiling which I thought was a bit weird, that he was hoping that Paul was going to come to the UK on a regular basis. But Paul has not been to the UK on a regular basis. One, because he don't like to fly anymore and he's too tired and worn out. Using his own Chek principles, the holistic lifestyle coaching, he's too tired. But what they did was they ripped a load of people off for the C.H.E.K Quadrant program, where you had level 1, level 2, and the level 2 never appeared. Has never ever appeared. It's still in the ether. It's still in Paul Chek's head. Hasn't come out yet. And they didn't return people's money. So that could be one reason. And obviously, I'm too tired. I'm Paul Chek. I travelled around the world. So I'm not going to do it anymore. No, more likely you piss people off in the UK. If you come to the UK, people are going to be asking for their money back for C.H.E.K Quadrant level 2. So he showed me the rooms, showed me the therapy rooms, done immaculately. Absolutely fantastic. And I was even thinking about, I'll give up and move to Lancashire to be with the CEO and like really hone my skills even more and work there. But then after a couple of months, Phil was telling me, the backstabber, he's a cunt. He gets people to work for free. He takes half of the PT money. So they might be charging like 80, 90 pounds, or maybe in Lancashire it might be 50 pounds, but they was only paying the practitioners half the amount of money. What a cunt. Only a cunt does that. The same as the woman in Manchester, the Pilates woman, she tells me she does the same thing. Oh, we've got bills to pay. It's against the fucking law. You're not allowed to do it. It's illegal. Putting them on minimum wage and getting them to PT. The Chek way, that's so out of order. Right, this is all, I've heard a lot of it through Phil, so I can't corroborate it 100%. So alleged, let's say alleged. So allegedly, he wasn't paying staff, definitely didn't pay me anything for mentoring, meeting up with students, taking them around London, having dinner with them and having a great time. I've realised that from 2013, Gavin Jenkins has set me up multiple times to try and get me to fail. But all this is all documented for the lawyers and the legal case as it progresses. And then he's tried to, or other Chek practitioners have tried to get in touch, ones that are not even fully qualified and never even went to level 5 like I did. So I got a text from somebody, or a LinkedIn message from somebody today. Why are you still calling yourself a Chek practitioner? Oh, because I fucking paid for it. Because I went all the way to level 5, you stupid cunt. So the person who, if he watches this, he's going to know who he is. So I just block people like that. I look at friendship as, if you're regularly in contact with somebody, you meet up, you have a cup of tea, you gossip, because humans do that. That's what humans do. You'll never stop it. It's just human nature. And, you get on really well. You talk on a regular basis. You call, you text, whatever. When somebody gets in touch after 13 years talking about why are you still calling yourself a Chek practitioner and what's all this stuff online? Well, what the fuck has it got to do with you? You're not my friend. You're not my mate. So why am I going to give you any information? That's what I say to that. And my other mate knows exactly what I'm like. If somebody gets in touch with me, say a friend from Essex, and it's 30 years on, oh, hello, Scott, see you online, see your website, see you fully booked. Fuck off, mate. You're not my friend. You're not classed as a friend. Bye. You're not in my circle. Goodbye. So I've had these little digs keep coming up, but I just delete them, get rid of them. It's just noise to me. So going back to the Chek clinic, brilliant place how it's all set up. Gym equipment, loads of Chekkies have said to me, oh, it's really shit. And that's because Gavin's not been a hardcore trainer at all. He's just a suit, pen pusher type thing, in my opinion. Because if he wasn't that, he would have a real excellent deadlift area. he would add, you know, dumbbells up to like 100 kilos and all that type of stuff, and some hardcore images on the wall instead of just one big image of Paul doing a 1 rep max. So clinically, I don't know how good or bad it is because I've never ever used it, so I can't comment on that. All I can comment on is that I worked for free 100%. Phil Lazardi worked for free. He was always complaining about it. And I think the other faculty members were obviously working for free as well, unless there was some underhanded stuff going on. Oh, I'll pay you, but I won't pay them type thing. That's what he'd do. He's the type of guy that'd do that. So I've done a big blog on the Chek Clinic. So that should come up under Chek Clinic or above Chek Clinic, and people can make up their own mind whether they think it's bollocks or whether they think it's true. But hand on heart, everything I'm saying is 100% true. He's lied about the 200 hours plus a week. Oh, and he didn't put on his profile, which I've said in other videos. If he would have said, oh, I've been bankrupt, Scott, which he said to us in the class, I've been bankrupt. My last business before this business went bankrupt. Why would you not put that on your profile? It would look really good. Gone from bankruptcy to estimated £32 million in the bank. Genius. Check out the big brain on Brad for doing that, you know. He's obviously a clever man. Very, very clever. Achieved some great things. But lies. And then said about, oh, I work with the army and I work with Google and I work with LinkedIn. Okay, if you work with LinkedIn, why have you got less followers than me? If you worked with Google, why are you not found as much as me? So put into the search engine, people, best personal trainer London. I'm page 1, number 3 on page 2. So that's so best personal trainer London, page 2, number 3, soon to be number 1. Then if you put in any Chek search term, you'll find on page 1 for all of them, sometimes right at the top or sometimes just below the scam Chek Connect, where 99%, even Google agrees, 99% of people do not, or practitioners, get any work from it. And this guy that got in touch today is now calling himself a certified Chek practitioner. But if he's certified, did he go all the way to level 5 like I did? Did he do the masters? Or is he getting away with not saying the truth because he used to massage Paul? Paul used to pay him £140 an hour to massage him, maybe give him a wank. Who knows? That's me making a joke. So again, no policing and no uniform of the system. So you can call yourself certified and you've not gone all the way to the end. You may have done holistic lifestyle coaching level 1 and no more, but you can still call yourself certified. So that means anybody going to level 5, it's a complete waste of fucking time and money, because other people are calling themselves certified when they've never been certified by Paul Chek himself. Does that make sense? So if it was a really good company as well, he's saying he's worked with over 1,000 clinical hours, 1,000 patients he's worked with at the Chek Clinic, 12 reviews on Google. On their website, 706 reviews just for products. So what does that tell you? Why wouldn't you get your clients to go, please give me a review? It will really, really help our business. Let me take one photo. It will really help me market my business more. Unbelievable. The same as saying 75,000 practitioners worldwide. Complete and utter bullshit. It doesn't make up the maths. The maths are completely wrong. Now they've reduced it to 60,000. So what is it, 75 or 60? Make up your mind. and then using my wording of a system of systems on their website. So that's copyright, isn't it? If they're using it. Or I've got to remember where I got it from. So really, you know, all I'm doing is putting the truth out there. No bullshit, no lies. Gavin gaslighted me. Gavin sent me attack emails. You can go to my YouTube channel, which you're watching this on, and press on the playlist, and you'll see his HMRC 30,000 in assets. You'll see documented all the evidence. So the practitioner, or not the practitioner that got in touch today, because he's not qualified as far as I know, didn't reach the end of the whole program. I think he's a level 2. Why didn't you watch that stuff first? Then you wouldn't have to wasted your time sending me a message on LinkedIn saying, why are you calling yourself a Czech practitioner? Well, because I completed it all. They can't take the information out of my head. I've still got the manuals. I've still got Paul's book. All I'm doing is pointing out the truth. And this is what you need to look at before you send an email. Donkey. So for me, there's a lot of lying in which to big up your ego. Everything on my website is 100% real. Nothing is fake. Nothing is diluted down or egoed up. It's what I've achieved. I've done over 3,500 videos. Go to the top of YouTube, click on my profile thing, open it up, and you'll see that I've done 3,500 videos. You'll see that I've nearly reached 5 million views. I think it will be before Christmas. It will hit 5 million. Yes! Another goal that I've achieved. And the same of mega high ranking for 552 blogs. All page 1, because I know how to use the internet in which to make a business successful and busy. So you need to make up your own mind about the Czech Connect. You may have been there and had a brilliant time, but were the staff paid properly if you didn't see Gavin himself? And if the business is not closing down or in trouble, why is Gavin answering his own calls for 15 minutes? Why is it you got to wait 3 to 6 months before you can get your equipment if you need it? It's a bit weird, isn't it? And why isn't it, Gavin, you lied on AI, why isn't it you've done no Czech Institute videos for soon be a year, it's 11 months, and the Czech Academy, no new videos? Go and check it for yourself if you think I'm bullshitting or lying. So I believe it's on its way out. Charles Harlequin, the American website, went down the beginning of this year or last year. And the Sensei website went down as well. So you can't get Harlequin stuff unless you want to buy a book for like £800, because the trainers are realising they're real big collector's items. And I've got he'd done 24 books. I think I've got 9 here of what he published, and they're absolutely fantastic. I love them, and I've never given them up anyway. But at the end of the day, make up your own mind. I'm not saying don't go to the C.H.E.K Academy. I'm not saying that the stuff that you learn is shit. What I'm saying is that the stuff that you learn is amazing. It's overly priced. They get you to buy a license every fucking year for what? So they can make £4,500,000 for doing what? For sending you a PDF and you press a button. Or they might give you a little gift or something in which to try and sweet talk you into paying your £60 for the license that no one ever asked for. The same as the Czech qualification. I've probably seen 50 clients. Here's my portfolio. I don't care about that, Scott. I looked at your website. Just get me in shape and get me out of pain. No one gives a shit about it. No one cares what bit of paper you've got. All they care about, do you look the part? Can you get me in shape? And if I'm in pain, can you get me out of pain? Does that make sense? So he's lied about the 200 hours plus. didn't put on the profile that he's put on the Institute website about him going bankrupt. So if he didn't go bankrupt, why did he lie to me and others in a class? Lied to all of us. So I'm calling him out about that. And why would you not put it there so people go, oh, he's been bankrupt. Then he built up a business to £32 million estimated. Can you see? And the way I look at it, if he's lying about them things on the website and working with the British Army, if you worked with the British Army is huge. They have lots of bases in London and around the country. So why wasn't he referring out to all other practitioners? Go and see Scott. He's in Kensington, Chelsea way. Go and see Phil, who's in North London. Go and see, or did he just do it to his own favourites and the people that he liked and the other people didn't talk about badly? Does all that make sense? So I'm only doing this in which to expose it for people to see the real Gavin Jenkins, 30,000 in assets. Why would you even lie about that? Even the guy that started all these problems was honest about what he's earned. And then why has Lee got a Gazette notice, which means his business is folded up? And then you got Phil Lazide, got 5 different business names. He got struck off by the Inland Revenue. Struck off. Unbelievable. And then either, Matt Walden stood down now. Don't know why. But obviously you can see that the place is crumbling. It's time to get out while you can, maybe. And he closed his business in 2021. So they may have closed down their limited companies, but they can still have, as far as I know, I'm not too sure, they can still have a sole trader company, so they can still keep going. But when you've been struck off, like Phil Lazide, that's it. It's over, as far as I know. And who wants to be trained by somebody that's supposed to be, we're the top, we're the best, we're faculty, we're fucking brilliant, we're so good, we know more than everybody else. And then they've been struck off. Or they got a Gazette notice. Or you can't even find them on Google without putting their name in. Just not knowing how to market properly on the internet. You can only use your personal name if you're famous. These people, nobody knows who the fuck they are. They're not going to walk in the gym and everyone's going to go, oh, hello, Matt. Oh, hello, Lee. Oh, hello. Hello, backstabber. No one knows them. No one knows me. So I don't use my personal name to market my business because it's complete idiotic, and you're just in a fucking huge ego and you can't see the wood from the trees. Paul Chek can do it. He's built up his name over 30, 40 years. Lee and others haven't. And what they seem to forget is that when the Institute dies or goes bankrupt with the GDPR information that they didn't give me, they're going to lose 4% of their gross turnover. And they go, oh, I've got no Czech practitioner work. Oh, nobody's signing up for the £2,000 courses. Nobody's booking. So you've already lost a huge amount of income because you can't teach for the Institute anymore, or Gavin. And then you go, oh, why am I not getting no work? Because you haven't marketed yourself properly and you use your own name instead of using the names that you need to use in which to pull in people from Google. Unfucking believable. I thought these guys were super intelligent. I looked up at them at one time. Now it's the opposite way round. I've never gone bankrupt. I've come close to it, but managed to turn it around every time. And being in business, like Gavin said, yeah, dog eat dog. So what does he do? He puts himself on Chek Connect on the home page, right up on the right hand corner, so he gets all the work and you get fuck all. But he still wants you to pay a license every year. That's really fair, isn't it? Right, 25 or 28 minutes long. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Please subscribe, please like, and please share with your friends.